May I have your attention, please? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome.
They're here.
Rise, my nation. Gather around and prepare. Our pride will be restored. Our shadow will fall with wicked damnation. Rise, my nation. Rise. This is your nation. This is our nation. This is the Raider Nation. Can you dig it?
What it is, Raider Nation, man, happy Monday. It is the draft aftermath. We are finished with the draft. The Raiders have accumulated talent, made a few moves during the draft. As y'all know, when I went live, night one, didn't go two. Night two, I wasn't live. I was with some other people. But day three, I said night three. Day three, I came back in the morning. We discussed some more. I got some breakdowns of day three. Players that we drafted, like what they're going to bring to the Raiders, not their draft prospect coming out of college, and what it is that their attributes are going into the draft. This is post draft breakdown of each individual as far as their strengths, what they're bringing to the team. Do they fit what Pete Carroll's trying to do, either on offense or defense? I got a nice breakdown of every player day three, since I already covered day ones and two. So with that being said, also, I got a list for you for the invites for the undrafted free agents to minicamp, and they are accepting these deals, as well as there are players that we did sign as undrafted free agents, such as Malik Williams. I forgot his whole name. The quarterback from UNLV. He has signed on to come in. What does he do? It's up to him. Like I said, every player has an opportunity, but it's on them to shine. So with that being said, man, shout out to the world's most dangerous chat. Yes, indeed, man. We got Raider Paul in the building with
There you go.
my dude, my girl Peaches in the building. Salute. Of course, she's in the building. Eagle Terry in the building. What it is, man. B. Al, what it is, my brother. Hope all is well with you on this Monday. Yes, indeed. Let me see what else we got up in this B.I.S. And we got Eagle Terry, and you already know what he's dropping on your head one time.
There you go.
There you go. You know what I mean? Let's go. Oh, let me check and make sure my mic ain't mute. It ain't. Let's go. Let me see what else we got up in the building, man. We got Navy Vet in the building, man. My dude, salute to you. Yes, indeed. We signed more than two. We're going to cover it. Also, like outside of signing them, you can give invites to team. You know what I mean? That they're not. I don't think they're signed. I think they're invited, and they can either accept the invite or not. They come to camp. You know what I mean? So I think that's a different thing from signing UDFAs, because I got a whole list, boy. And there's an interesting player on the list, boy. Whoa, and he's a speedster. When I say speedster, bruh, I'm talking about it in a major way, man. Salute, for real. Raider Nation in the building, man. Salute to you. Genty needs to do now is having, and I'm gonna talk about the draft. I'm gonna break this draft shit down, bruh, because like I said, I had a theory as far as what they should have done. But they end up doing it, but they did it in reverse and they did it around later. And I'm gonna break that down to you guys, because y'all know what I've been pushing for. Now, Genty, I'm not mad at. Like I said, if Genty, you said what? Hold on, let me see. You need to have a dark visor, thicker and longer dreads, bag of Skittles, Oh man, all the time talk about Beast Mode 2.0. Hey, Beast Mode 2.0. Hey, he said that's the running back he been looking. You know what? This is a little side note, and this is crazy because hey, I believe everything happens for a reason, whether it's negative or positive. But everything has a place in life. This is the irony. Genty, his back that he mentions all the time as the back he admires and watches is beast mode. He says Marshawn Lynch. Now I seen Genty with Barstool Sports with John Gruden. Gruden was asking him about a certain play that they ran all the time in Boise State that was his bread and butter. He asked him what it was called. Now watch this. When he asked Genty what it called, he said sometimes they call it two different things. The first thing he said, he calls it Seattle. Is that irony? Pete Carroll, head coach, came from Seattle. Hold on. The second thing they called that play, they said they either say Seattle or Oakland, the birthplace of the Raiders. And he idolizes Marshawn, who played for both teams. Boy, hey, if life don't give you a sign that is watching you and everything is already unfolded, bruh, Genty was meant to be a Raider. That's all, under Pete Carroll. That's what that's telling me. That's a Pete Carroll type running back who comes from Idaho, bruh, Boise State. And the play that it was his bread and butter was named both. Either they called it Seattle or Oakland. Y'all got to go watch that Barstool Sports thing with John Gruden and Ashton Genty. It was cool. It was cool. You hear Genty really sit down and talk. And I like this young man. This man got it. He's ready. He said, get your popcorn ready. Oh, hey, he told Las Vegas, get your popcorn ready. It's showtime. Oh, let's go. J-Ro in the building, man. Let's go, man. Let's go. Yes, indeed. Jack Kenner, my guy. What it do? Oh, yeah, we're going to do a nice little breakdown of these day 3. Raider Food Chris, my dude. What it is, man. Salute to you. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Navy vet in the building. Yes, sir. I'm trying to catch up to the chat, man. Let me see who else we got up in the building, man. I'm scrolling. SoCal Sal in the building, man. What it is, man. Salute to you. Appreciate you for pulling up. Shout out to everybody watching, man. I know we out here. Hey, this is a great show. Trust me. I've been working. I got off early this morning and came in here and let me start putting these breakdowns of these players of day 3 because I know we're starting getting to the end of the draft, but you got to remember, the draft was so stacked. A lot of people fell off. There was even some players that should have been drafted that went undrafted. And they expected this to happen just because of the depth at other positions that just... In one draft, you have people that not only are they allowed to transfer under the transfer portal and extend their college careers, but you also have the people, got to remember, 4 years ago, C-19, a lot of people were granted you can sit out the season if you didn't want to play. Remember, there was no fans in the crowd, nothing. They were playing in an empty stadium during C-19. I don't want to say the other word because I heard YouTube trip off of that shit. C-19, you know what it was. So those people who were allowed to have extend 2-year eligibility because they could sit out and still keep their eligibility if they felt like they weren't safe enough to go out there on the field and play and be amongst people, exposed like that, they were allowed to. So now all that trickled down, and now this draft, let's see, 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24. So 4 years. 4 years from 2020. You're still going to have, there's going to be a lapse. I think 2 more years will probably thin that out. Because if they were allowed, that means they could stay in college 5-6 years and still, kept their eligibility. But now with the transfer portal, the NIL deals and stuff, a lot of these guys, like for instance, Tyler Show is, I swear it's spelled Show. O-U-G-H is just like dough. You know what I mean? Show. Tyler Show. And in our wide receiver name is Besh. Like it was spelled B-E-S-H. Besh. I be hearing Beck. I'm like, no, that's not Beck, that's Besh. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of pronunciations of these names we got because we're not familiar with. I think he's the first Besh I even know. I know a Beck, but I don't know a Besh. And I don't know any Genties, but I know the way it's supposed to be pronounced is Jonty. You know what I mean? It's like a French, I think it's comes from French. When I looked it up, I think that's what it said. Shout out to everybody, man. Alfredo the boss with the sauce. And you know what he's dropping on your head.
From out of town. There you go. There you go.
Those Mickey Ficky Raiders, man. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Jack Kenner. Let me see. Alfredo. Let me catch up. J-Roll. Billy Davis. SoCal Sal. Eugene Powell right in the kisser, man. Hey, shout out to you, man. Thank you for pulling up. Anthony Estrada in the building. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. I'm going down. Joel E in the building, man. Salute to you. Raider Deb in the building with the what? With the Salute Nation. Hey, salute to you. Thank you for pulling up on this Monday. Yada. Let's go. Hold on, I'm getting down to the bottom so we can get to the good stuff. When we gonna get to the good part? Get down to the good part. Hey, I love the draft picks. It makes sense. We're going to break down into it before I get into the breakdown. Just give me one moment to make sure I got everybody. I don't leave no Raider behind, man. For real. Jack Kenner. Hey, Jack, I'm trying to get my stuff together, bro. We supposed to be hitting Bakersfield. Can't wait for it. Yes, indeed. Let me see. I think I might have everybody. Marcus Banks in the building. Salute to you. Yeah, we up in here, man. Hey, we up here. Shout out to the 56 watching, man. If this is your first time here, please subscribe. Hit that like, man. Leave a comment, share if you like to also. And hit that notification bell so you can be notified of all the content I release, even breaking news. Don't forget, we're on our way to 3,000 subs. Once we arrive there, there will be a chosen subscriber to win a free TV. Yes, not used, brand new in the box, shipped directly to your front door by Raiders Allegiance, man. Hey, we got you, man. I just want to show my appreciation because you guys rock with your boy every morning, and we do our thizzle, man, for real. Let me make sure I got everybody up in here, man. I think we might be at the bottom. Patrick B in the building, man. Salute, man. Good to have you here. Let me see. Raider Syndicate in the building. My guy, man. Raider Syndicate in the building. The good stuff. What it is, man. Appreciate you for pulling up. Also, y'all don't forget about Raider Vision. Raider VIZION. It shows you all the draft picks we have also on the front page, on the home page, so y'all can just, you know what I mean, go through it. It's just the pictures and what round they were drafted and everything. But yeah, man, please visit the website, man. I need to get that foot traffic up, and also it helps out everybody who deals with content, super fandom. Also, shout out to the Legends of the Shield, to all the former Raiders that's in the Hall of Fame. I have everything there for you guys at your fingertips, man. So, man, please just go visit. Check out the links. Check out the new drip that the Raiders have with the hats, jerseys, and so forth. As well as when the season begins, it's one place you can go and compare your ticket prices, and that's game ticket prices, airfare, as well as hotel stays. So, man, please check out Raider Vision, VIZION.com. Yes, indeed. Your one-stop shop for everything Raiders. Yes, sir. All right, let's get into it, man. Here we go. We're coming off, I think, a wonderful weekend. A wonderful weekend for the draft for the Las Vegas Raiders, man. We addressed it, a lot of needs. Now, my approach was this. I thought since the running back class was so deep that we can afford to trade back, accumulate picks in the second round. I thought the second round was the golden round, the round where a lot of, you know what I mean, moves, which some moves did jump off, but a lot for us, a lot of moves, a lot of players will be at. But it seemed to me that they looked at it reverse. They grabbed the running back now. The best running back in the draft they grabbed in the round one. Round 2 is when they traded back. They traded back twice. And remember, I was telling you guys that we should trade back a couple of times in the first to accumulate all this second round, picks. I was looking for about 4 second round picks and do exactly what the Raiders did in the third round, which they addressed all that. So they traded back twice in the second round. Got 3 third round picks and went into it addressing needs, whether it was linemen. You know what I mean? Offensive lineman came off back to back. We grabbed with Charles Grant, as well as who's the other cat? Because one plays tackle, the other one's gonna probably be a guard. Now the tackle, I think Charles Grant was the tackle. Don't be surprised. I think the Raiders covered their ass too in a lot of situations contractually. We know about Colton Miller. The rumor is him holding out. I think we have his potential replacement. Not you're going to replace him this year. I think Grant still needs some grooming to be coached up in some aspects of his game. But in the forecast, he can end up being the starting left tackle. That's what I see. I'll give you another one. You know how we hear Jacoby Myers wants an extension. How much is that extension going to look like? My opinion is Besh was drafted to potentially replace Jacoby Myers. They're both sure-handed. I think he brings more. I think Besh can possibly. Besh can possibly surpass Jacoby Myers talent-wise, ability-wise. This guy he loves to block. He said he doesn't mind sticking his nose in there, blocking safeties and corners. He's down for it. And I remember when they gave him the call, he told him, "You getting a dog." And we already know his story with his brother passing in that incident in New Orleans. I'm not going to say it as extra motivation, but it's motivation in itself. You know what I mean? So this kid right here, he's possibly Jacoby Myers' replacement. Why I'm saying all this is because those two guys' contract, if they want extensions and they want to hold out for new deals, what is the price tag on it? So the only way, shout out to Raider Twan, like he say, cheap labor. What cheap labor is? Hitting on your draft picks, having rookie contracts. Besh is here for 4 years? Because we wasn't a first round pick, so 4 years. We got all our draft picks. We're going to have 4-year deals. They got 4 years. In 2 or 3, I think you're going to see a transition from the regime we have to the regime that's within. And what I mean by that is it's possible that Chip Kelly is in line to get the head coaching job once Pete Carroll is done. And for someone like Chip Kelly to become a head coach and have everything already set up for him, or like our future. Look how bright our future is. Now I know we talk about quarterbacks. We went in the draft. We got Miller, Cam Miller. Now don't sleep on Cam Miller. I'm going to tell you guys this now. Everybody look at him. Oh, he's just a Cam body. He's just going to compete. Do not sleep on Cam Miller. His numbers are ridiculous. Ridiculous at North Dakota State. Ridiculous. Takes care of the ball. High accuracy rate. Named MVP. Won a couple of championships in their conference. Don't overlook him. Don't overlook. There's a reason why. Not just why they drafted him. He was a top 30 visit. So they had their eye on this kid. And he was at was it the Shrine? Was it the Shrine Bowl? Or it wasn't the Senior Bowl. I can't remember. He played in that as well. The other dude, Malott, is going to be converted most likely to a wide receiver. Like a slot guy, which makes sense. Since we know that Hunter Renfrow signed with the Carolina Panthers. So that possibility is gone. So now you go get your future. So these guys are going to have time to develop by the time Pete Carroll, retires, moves on, and let whoever it is. I'm thinking it's Chip Kelly to come in there and take over. But Chip Kelly's going to have everything he wants. He has his tight end. He has his running back. He has his wide receiver. Look at it. 2 offensive linemen they got to shore up the offensive line. Everything on offense Chip Kelly has already waiting for him in case he does be the chosen one to take over for Pete Carroll. It's all laid out. And they did it by trading back twice in the second round to get the picks to get these guys. Now, Patrick Graham, you're not left out either. Pete Carroll, you and Pete Carroll about to put together, y'all going to create something hybrid on the defensive side. We got big, physical, fast corners. We grabbed another one. Oh, not to mention on offense, I forgot, Dante Thornton, 6'5", 205 with a 4.3 flat 40. Coming out of Tennessee. Not only would he blocks. He was at Oregon first before he went to Tennessee. He's a blocking wide receiver. Betch is a blocking wide receiver. They got guys to not only protect Geno Smith, but to help with the run game with Ashton Jeanty. That offense is the future of our offense looks bright. Looks very on Michael Mayer. I can't leave out Michael Mayer. There's also a tight end that we grabbed. That's Rocket Ismail's nephew, Quadir Ismail, 6'7" tight end. Baltimore snatched him from Baltimore. That's another guy, a big target, 6'7", and I think it's about 235, 240, something like that. So they're adding talent. Now it's up to the talent to come compete. Pete Carroll always said, compete. That's what we're going to do. We'll give you an opportunity, but you're going to have to compete for it. And, hey, I'm here for it. The best team we can get is through competition. All right, y'all. So let me quit word in my mouth, man. Shout out to everybody that's here watching. Appreciate y'all 75 here. Man, let's get into the show, shall we? All right. So I broke down, just told you everything about what I think the Raiders have done was great, magnificent. They got guys, good character guys that were either formerly captains, leaders of their locker rooms, dogs that want to come compete. I mean, bruh, we Pagoose, JJ Pagoose, Pegues. JJ Pegues, keep your eye on him. Keep your eye on him. That man, we're going to get in. Matter of fact, let me shut up. I'm going to get into the breakdown of what they bring to the Raiders as new draft picks and new additions to the silver and black, man. So without further delay, man, let's go ahead and go into it. These are the day 3 coverage of the players. Kick back, enjoy, listen. Let me turn off the music real quick. And you'll hear what they have and what they bring to the Raiders as far as fitting our system. See, we're not just going to talk about what they have coming out of college. We're going to talk about what they have and how does it fit with Pete Carroll and what we're trying to do, man. Let's go. First man up on the list, Dante Thornton, wide receiver, Tennessee.
Dante Thornton Jr., selected by the Las Vegas Raiders with the 108th overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, brings a compelling blend of size, speed, and potential to the team's receiving core. Silver and black pride, physical attributes, and athleticism. Standing at 6'5" and weighing 205 pounds, Thornton possesses a rare physical profile for a wide receiver. He showcased elite speed by clocking a 4:30-second 40-yard dash at the NFL Combine, tying for the 3rd fastest time at the event. This combination of height and speed places him among a select group of receivers in NFL Combine history. College performance: Thornton began his collegiate career at Oregon before transferring to Tennessee. In his final season with the Volunteers in 2024, he recorded 26 receptions for 661 yards and 6 touchdowns, leading the nation with an average of 25.4 yards per catch. His ability to stretch the field vertically makes him a significant deep threat option, fit with the Raiders. The Raiders have a history of valuing players with exceptional athletic traits, and Thornton fits this mold. His size and speed combination is reminiscent of the team's traditional preference for height-weight-speed athletes. Thornton's potential to develop into a dynamic outside receiver aligns with the team's offensive aspirations under head coach Pete Carroll and quarterback Geno Smith. Areas for development. While Thornton's athleticism is undeniable, scouts have noted that he currently runs a limited route tree and may require time to refine his route running skills to adapt to the NFL's complexities. However, his willingness to engage in physical blocking and his competitive nature suggest a strong work ethic that could aid in his development. In summary, Dante Thornton Jr. offers the Raiders a high upside prospect with the physical tools to become a significant contributor in their offense. With proper development and integration into the team's system, he has the potential to evolve into a formidable presence on the field. Dante
Thornton, boy, hey. Here's one thing about the draft that I noticed what the Raiders did. Every single pick they got, ceiling is high as F-U-U-U-U-U-K. I don't want to get hit for that. They got ceilings bruh. If half this draft class hits their ceiling, you're gonna have dynamic athletes at all these different positions, bro. I peeped that out. Like, these guys, if they hit their potential, bro, it's scary. If Thornton hits his potential, it's scary. It's scary. But we're not done. That's just the beginning of day 3. What else did the Raiders do? Well, guess what? They went out and drafted somebody else. Tonka Hemingway. Yes, Tonka, like the toy truck. But this guy right here, keep your eye on him too. Another guy with a high ceiling that if he even comes close to it, he's going to be a dynamic player for the silver and black, man. Let's get into it.
Tonka Hemingway, selected by the Las Vegas Raiders with the 135th overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, brings a blend of versatility, athleticism, and collegiate experience to the team's defensive line. Player profile, Tonka Hemingway. Position, defensive tackle. College, University of South Carolina. Height, weight, approximately 6'3", 284 pounds. Draft round, 4th round, pick 135. Strengths, versatility. Hemingway has demonstrated the ability to play both interior and edge positions on the defensive line, providing the Raiders with flexibility in defensive schemes. Athleticism. He is noted for his quickness and agility, which enable him to penetrate offensive lines effectively. His athletic profile suggests potential as a disruptive force in pass-rushing situations. Experience. At South Carolina, Hemingway tied a school record for games played, showcasing durability and consistency throughout his collegiate career. Role with the Raiders. Hemingway is expected to contribute to the Raiders' defensive line rotation, offering depth and the potential to develop into a more prominent role. His versatility allows him to be utilized in various defensive alignments, and his athletic traits align with the team's emphasis on dynamic defensive playmakers. Development focus. While Hemingway brings several strengths, areas for development include refining his technique and expanding his pass-rushing repertoire to adapt to the NFL's competitive level. With coaching and experience, he has the potential to become a valuable asset to the Raiders' defense. In summary, Tonka Hemingway adds a promising and adaptable talent to the Raiders' defensive front, with the potential to grow into a significant contributor in the team's defensive schemes.
Another guy that has a ceiling that's ridiculous. Athletic as hell. Somebody said he needs to add weight. When they get on that NFL regiment, they got people there that's going to cook food for you and put you on a specific diet of your needs. I'm sure 15 pounds ain't nothing. I should know that. my fat ass, I should know that, bruh. You feel me? 15 pounds ain't shit to put on, you know? But they just got to do it in the right way. Shout out to Cool Kev in the building, man. Desert Raider. Who else I just seen come up in here? Marcus Banks in the building, man. Let me see. Who else? I missed somebody. Just Raiders, baby. Salute. Yes, indeed, man. We in here deep. So, yes, that is Mr. Hemingway. Tonka, like the truck. You feel me? So, without further delay, we're going to continue this. Next guy up. Here's another guy. Keep your eyes on. Another high ceiling that if they can get, I think we got the coaches to bring these guys out. Don't forget who's our defensive line coach. Robbie Leonard. Robbie Leonard, does a damn good job at what he does. And he got 2 new mounds of clay to mold into some fish. Using their athleticism, it's going to be, just a rotation. I fuck with Adam Butler. I'm telling you, Adam Butler, just the depth alone. We need the depth because that's exactly the same thing Philadelphia is doing. Didn't Philadelphia just draft another defensive tackle? You see what I mean? They know we got to keep to prolong our players. We got to keep them fresh. We got to be able to have the second unit be able to come in and do exactly what the first unit did as well. Freaky athletes, bro. These guys is gonna get to it. They're gonna get after the quarterback. Mahomes, hey, bro, you need to go get you a sponsorship with memory foam and have them customize you a jersey and a helmet, cause you going down hard, bro. You got these man, the new bullets in the clip is coming, bro. Oh, we seen how Philadelphia, and we done handled y'all before too, and we didn't do it as deep as we can do it now. It's coming. It's coming. Be a mobile quarterback if you want. Be one if you want. Between our safeties, linebackers, and the front four that's going to be involved against the run, these are all running type. Man, watch. Run if you can. If you ain't got Genty, you're in trouble, bruh. If you ain't got a good offensive line, you in trouble. That's all I'm going to say. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We going to keep this shit going, bruh. We just now getting started, man. Salute to all y'all. Appreciate y'all. Once again, please subscribe if you have not done so. Let's go. Next up on the line, JJ Pegues. Let's get it.
J.J. Pegues, selected by the Las Vegas Raiders with the 180th overall pick in the 6th round of the 2025 NFL Draft, brings a unique blend of versatility, athleticism, and football intelligence to the team's defensive front. Defensive line versatility. At 6'2" and 309 pounds, Pegues offers a stout presence on the interior defensive line. His quick first step and active hands enable him to disrupt plays in the backfield, making him a valuable asset against both the run and the pass. In 2024, he recorded 42 tackles, 13.5 tackles for loss, and 3.5 sacks, earning third-team All-SEC honors. Two-way playmaker Pegues' background as a tight end and fullback adds a layer of versatility uncommon among defensive linemen. During his time at Ole Miss, he was utilized in short-yardage offensive situations, scoring 7 rushing touchdowns in 2024 alone. This experience showcases his athleticism and understanding of offensive schemes, which can be advantageous in anticipating opponent plays. Developmental potential. While Pegues has demonstrated significant potential, he is relatively new to the defensive tackle position, having transitioned from offense in 2021. Continued development in technique and consistency will be key to maximizing his impact at the professional level. Fit with the Raiders. Under the guidance of head coach Pete Carroll and defensive coordinator Patrick Graham, Pegues is expected to contribute to the Raiders' defensive line rotation. His ability to play multiple roles could be particularly valuable in specialized packages and situational plays. In summary, J.J. Pegues brings a rare combination of size, athleticism, and versatility to the Raiders, with the potential to develop into a multifaceted contributor on both sides of the ball.
And that's just more depth to the rotation. More athletically freakish athletes in the rotation on defense. We want to bring waves of people at the quarterbacks, at offenses. We just want to where they at. We're going to punish people. I see where this is going to. We're going to punish people on both sides of the ball all game long. All game long. Once that offensive line is battered and bruised, because see, here's the thing with an offensive line compared to a defensive line. That offensive line, the starting 5 is going to be the starting 5. It's hardly ever that you want to you don't do with the offensive line like you do with the defensive line with rotation. You constantly bringing guys in and out. Continuity is the key factor in an offensive line, and that's with all 5 guys there playing with each other constantly. Unless an injury happens, or you know what I mean, things like that, of course. But all in all, defenses. Hey, we know how big these guys is, and we see offensive linemen got to be there and block, protect the quarterback. Our defensive linemen got to come in and chase that motherfucker. Running backs, anybody in the backfield, we coming. So to have a depth because remember, we didn't even have that depth really. The depth at defensive tackle wasn't corner, even like corner. But now you're looking at us add corners, and we're not even done. We added more corners in the undrafted free agents. A lot of people say, "Oh, they won't make it." Some of these free agents, undrafteds, are going to make the team. Oh, they're going to make the team because they do it every year. How many people on our team are undrafted? I mean, it's just that you just got to have an eye for talent and know where to go look. And I think we got a group of people that's in that front office. They've been there and done that. They know exactly where to look. They left no stone unturned. How else do you draft a quarterback from North Dakota State? Because you brought him in for a top 30, so you had your eye on him before the draft. He came and visited us. I was wondering, I was looking at the quarterbacks. I said, okay, we definitely gonna draft a quarterback in this draft. A third of your top 30s were all quarterbacks. Cam Ward, we knew he wasn't going, but just in case. I like the fact that they approach it with a just in case factor. Just in case there is a way to have a Cam Ward, let's bring him in and talk to him. Maybe we don't get a Milroe or, a Ewers, but then they brought in the guy, Cam Miller. I guess that's the wrong Cam, right? The Cam Miller from North Dakota State. And then you go look at this guy's history. He's a winner. That's all he's been doing is winning. And mobile as fuck. So this is telling me, and there's other quarterbacks we went out and got. I'm sorry to say the AOC, there's something these guys got that you don't. And the common denominator is mobility. We know what Chip Kelly's trying to do. He wants a guy because his thing is stay in the pocket, make your throws. If ain't nothing there, I want you to run. Because every guy, even the UNLV quarterback was a runner. Even the quarterback that we're about to convert to a slot is a runner. And we're about to get into him next. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are not done. Who do we got next? Tommy Mellott or Malo. However you want to pronounce it, he is what he is. Let's go.
Tommy Mellott, selected by the Las Vegas Raiders with the 213th overall pick in the 6th round of the 2025 NFL Draft, brings exceptional athleticism and versatility to the team. Player profile: college, Montana State University. Height, weight, 6 feet, 208 pounds. Position: quarterback, transitioning to wide receiver. Notable accolade: 2024 Walter Payton. Award winner, top offensive player in FCS. Athleticism and skill set. Mellott's athletic prowess was evident during his pro day, where he recorded a 4:49-second 40-yard dash, a 41-inch vertical jump, and 19 bench press reps at 225 pounds. These metrics underscore his explosive speed and strength, making him a promising candidate for a wide receiver role in the NFL. Positional transition. While Mellott excelled as a dual-threat quarterback at Montana State, amassing over 6,000 passing yards and 30,500 rushing yards in his collegiate career, the Raiders plan to transition him to wide receiver. His experience as a quarterback provides him with a unique understanding of offensive schemes, which can be advantageous in his new role. Fit with the Raiders under the guidance of offensive coordinator Chip Kelly, known for innovative and dynamic offensive strategies, Mellott's versatility is a valuable asset. His ability to contribute in various roles, including potential special teams duties, aligns with the Raiders' emphasis on multifaceted players. In summary, Tommy Mellott offers the Raiders a high-upside, adaptable athlete with the potential to make significant contributions as he transitions to the wide receiver position. Tommy Mellott, selected by the Las Vegas Raiders with the 213th overall pick in the 6th round of the 2025 NFL Draft, brings exceptional athleticism and versatility to the team. Player profile: college, Montana State University. Height, weight.
Yes. So he's being converted to wide receiver. 4.39 40, 41-inch vertical, 19 reps on the bench press. Now, a lot of people say, well, he'll make the team because who's our slot? Who's our slot? Who's our slot? If we talked to Renfro, there was a reason why you talked to him, but you went out here and got another guy, an athlete. Here's the trigger, though. Here's the kicker. I said trigger. Here's the kicker. Imagine Chip Kelly running trick plays where the slot is the quarterback and throws the ball. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Just imagine the trick plays where you got a legitimate quarterback in your slot, like we did with Jacoby Myers. Remember, he threw a touchdown, but now you got a guy that came out of college as a quarterback. I'm just thinking of the play calling that Chip Kelly. Just look at all the guys we added on the offense, bro. Ashton Genty, yeah, hell of a running back, but don't overlook what he brings to the passing game as well. That's gonna be scary because at 5'8" or 9, whatever it is that they want to say with an inch so or not, he's gonna disappear behind that offensive line. Defenders is going to have problems seeing him, and by the time they see him, it's too late because he done already got through the second level through the linebackers. That sometimes your curse is your gift. Y'all know how they say your gift is your curse? Your curse of being short is your gift because now it's going to be hard for these line. Where he's at? Where is he? And by the time you locate him, you got to turn your head. Oh, shit. He in the end zone. But in the passing game, there's a lot. If we can make teams, and I know teams are going to come out just because of his name, Genty. They know who Genty is. So they're going to stack the box. They're going to be dead set of not letting this kid do anything against him, like Penn State did against Boise State. But the thing is, we're adding more people to this offensive line that develop correctly is going to give us that oomph. That protection. And you got wide receivers such as Besh, who blocks, Thornton, who blocks. So it's there. So if you want to stack the box, can you imagine this? You run in a play, and we'll say play action pass. Play action pass is going to suck this defense in so many times against us. You play action pass to Ashton Genty while you got Thornton out wide. Now Thornton's man-to-man. You brought a safety up in the box. You're going eight or 9 in the box. It depends on how much help you think you're going to need. Thornton man-to-man at 6'5", 4.3 flat 40 against a 6 foot even 4.45 40 corner. And one thing teams don't do in the NFL against tall receivers is they refuse, especially tall, fast receivers. They will not put a linebacker to match up size-wise with Thornton. They will put a corner against him that lacks the size but has the speed. But he still ain't going to catch them balls from over a 6'5". You know what I mean? It's like you're... And I didn't even bring in Bowers. So all our receivers is going man up. Tight end too. This is what you so worried about Genty that hey Gino and here's the other one. Let me put the other wrinkle in it. Gino could just keep the damn ball and run himself. There's so many wrinkles added to this damn offense, bruh. If this offense even comes close to what I'm visioning, like what Chip Kelly can do like he did with Oregon with the right pieces. I don't think he ever had pieces like this at any place he stopped. And I'm serious because the past 2 years, we took the best running back and the best tight end. Then you get a dog at wide receiver that everybody overlooked. But when he was at LSU, he led in receptions over the big name receivers that came out of LSU that's in the NFL now. Then you go get a former quarterback and convert him to slot that's a 4.39, 41-inch vertical with 19 reps on the. So I know it's upper body strength. So, bruh, it's a lot of shit. Jacoby Myers is still here. Michael Mayer is still here. You know what I mean? Besh, Thornton. I'm just looking at Mostert. If Mostert is healthy, I heard last year he wasn't healthy. He was playing with an injury. The year before he had, 20-plus touchdowns? And I know them 20-plus touchdowns weren't like 60-yard bursts. It had to be red zone situations. So now we got options in the red zone. In the pass game, you got a 6'5", wide receiver. What is Bauer? 6'5", 6'6", 6'5" also? Michael Mayer 6'4". You got targets. It don't have to be 50-50 balls. Just throw it. You could though. But I'm looking at not just 50-50 balls. I'm looking at these guys are long guys where their target extends. If you're in the end zone and you're hitting the sideline, you're keeping both feet in and you're stretching out because it's a back shoulder fade, but it's going out. Like if you can't catch it, nobody's catching it. But if you're long 6'5", you got more chance of catching that ball than a 6 foot wide receiver, just because of the length. You got an extra 2-3 feet to extend out where the defender can't get to it. Feet in bounds, stretch out, catch the ball. How many times we seen that? A lot. We got long, lanky dudes that can do that. Bowers can do it. I didn't see. Remember that time when in the corner when I think it was 2 years ago when Michael Mayer did it in the corner, the right corner of the end zone. Just stretch back. That's that length. You putting these short ass corners on these guys. Boy, I just get excited, bro, because I can see the potential. How he does it, I'm getting my popcorn ready. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Shout out to everybody out there, man. We are not done. Let's go. Let's go. So that was Tommy Malo, whatever. Now, here go Mr. Cam Miller, the quarterback from North Dakota State. The Raiders drafted in the 6th round. Like I said, don't sleep on this dude. Don't. Just as a Chip Kelly offense, remember that. There's a certain type of quarterback that Chip Kelly wants. This guy's a winner. He's a leader. Just matter of fact, let me just shut the F up and let y'all check this out.
Cam Miller, selected by the Las Vegas Raiders with the 215th overall pick in the 6th round of the 2025 NFL Draft, brings a combination of winning experience, dual threat capability, and developmental potential to the team's quarterback room. Player profile: college, North Dakota State University. Height, weight, 6'1", 212 pounds. Position, quarterback. Notable accolades: two-time FCS national champion, 2021-2024. 2024 NCAA Division I Football Championship Game MVP. First-team FCS All-American, 2024. MVFC Offensive Player of the Year, 2024. Strengths: dual threat ability. Miller demonstrated versatility as both a passer and runner. In his final collegiate season, he threw for 3,251 yards, with 33 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions, while also rushing for 631 yards and 12 touchdowns. Efficiency and decision-making. He posted a 73.5% completion rate in 2024, showcasing accuracy and poise in the pocket. Winning pedigree. As a starter, Miller led the Bison to a 45-11 record, including 2 national championships, reflecting his leadership and consistency. Areas for development: arm strength. While accurate, Miller's arm strength is considered average, which may limit his ability to make certain throws at the NFL level. Anticipation and timing. Scouts have noted that he can be hesitant to release throws into tight windows, an area that will require refinement as he adjusts to the speed of the professional game. Fit with the Raiders. Miller joins a quarterback room led by veteran Geno Smith. He is expected to compete with Aiden O'Connell and Carter Bradley for a backup role. Given his dual threat capability and collegiate success, Miller presents a developmental prospect who could grow into a reliable backup or more with proper coaching and experience. In summary, Cam Miller offers the Raiders a promising, high-character quarterback with a track record of success and the tools to develop into a valuable contributor.
Come on, bruh. People gonna say, well, it wasn't Division I and didn't go. Yeah, but that doesn't matter. What is he? Not against who? What is he? 73.5% completion percentage. Remember, I told y'all anywhere from mid-60s on up is great. 73.5. Not to mention 33 touchdowns with only 4 interceptions. They said his weakness is his resistant to throwing in tight windows because he doesn't want to turn the ball over. Turning the ball over is deadly. But with 33 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions, not to mention the 12 touchdowns on ground that he ran in, 45 touchdowns he just had this past season. 45. 33 in the air and 12 on the ground by himself. 73.4 or 5% completion percentage. The dude won 2 national championships in their league, not league, but you know what I mean, not Division 1 like the playoffs we got, like Ohio State. But he has a winning pedigree. He is a leader. They said in the locker room, he's a hell of a dude. They got high. Remember, they said it's not just your athleticism, it's who you are as a person. Who do we want in our locker room? They went out and got guys that's willing to put on their hard hats and go work. Go work and not complain. That's what you want on this team. Like I said, don't sleep on this guy. Like they said, with the right development from the coaches, he can be more than a backup. 6'1", 212, not bad. Dual threat, that's why I said the common denominator is Chip Kelly wants a dual threat quarterback. That's all he ever dealt with. Now people look at his quarterback in Ohio State. Well, he wasn't that mobile. Shit, he was mobile enough. He was big as shit where either you're going to be a quarterback that got wheels or you're going to be a quarterback that's big where it's going to be hard to take you down, such as old boy from Buffalo. It's going to be hard. He's a big dude. And yeah, Will Howard was a big dude. But yeah, don't sleep on Mr. Cam Miller, bruh. They're going to try to develop with Greg Olsen, Chip Kelly. They're going to groom this kid, and he's not a starter. So this is a perfect situation that, okay, not that we give up on going after quarterbacks in the near future, but as far as our project, we drafted him. So I know he's incorporated in the potential future plans of this team. But like I said, there's a certain type of quarterback Chip Kelly wants in his offense. And you better have mobility, because that's all we got right now. Old boy from UNLV, keep your eye on him too, though. But he's not as distinguished as a Cam Miller is. As far as he's all he has done is won. All he has done is won. He's very productive. Now I know, like I said, I get excited off of potential, because that's all you draft for in the NFL anyway, is off potential. All right, let me go ahead. Who else we got in here? We got Alex Sim in the building. Salute. Yes. Williams, quarterback UNLV, has been added to the mix as well as an undrafted free agent. There's a lot of good talent that did not get fucking drafted. What about Kobe Bryant from Kansas? Not drafted, bruh. I mean, I think we got a few guys. We're gonna get into like the camp invites, and then we'll talk about the undrafted. What time is it? Yeah, because it's almost time for me to shut this down, man. Yeah, Will Howard, man, but I mean, the pressure for quarterbacks is getting Geno Smith is the pressure is not as much as what it was. This allows us to, you know what I mean, next year. What if, okay, people say there's no way we can get Manning. Do you believe that? Because all I got to do is sit here and say, count me all the teams that need a quarterback after this draft. I wait. Who needs a quarterback? Cleveland got 2 of them. Oh, Tennessee got one. The Giants got one. Jackson Dart. Tyler Shaw. They all went. Even Shador. He's there with Dylan Gabriel in Cleveland. So you know, whoever doesn't win that battle, guess what? They might be doing the New England thing where they'll trade off the one who didn't win. You don't have a rookie starter and a rookie backup. Which they don't. I forgot who Cleveland got. Flacco? Didn't Flacco go to Cleveland? Yeah, so I don't see 2 rookies staying on that team. They're gonna wait, but since I think they lowball themselves, because Shador's gonna be a starting quarterback. I'm just gonna tell you what it is. A lot of people, you don't have to like him. I don't like Mahomes, but we know what he is. And just the fact that he went in the 5th round, they're gonna try to recoup a 5th or a 6th rounder, and ain't nobody tripping off of that. Ain't nobody tripping off a 5th or a 6th for a potential starter. All right, so let me oh yeah, and the Eagles got McCord. Hey, I forgot, man. See that shit? So name me a team that needs a quarterback that didn't draft one this past draft. Buffalo got theirs, Cincinnati got theirs, Miami got theirs, Jacksonville got theirs, Carolina got theirs. Carolina sticking with Bryant because they went out there and gave him some help. Matter of fact, that's where Renfro went unsigned with, so he got a slot. Who else? The Giants took care of their need. Cleveland took care of their need. Tennessee took care of their need. What team? Washington got their quarterback. New England got their quarterback. Who else? Atlanta got theirs with Michael Penix Jr. There is no teams left. Nah, who? Shador, he ain't trash, bro. I don't know why people. I mean, I know why people hate on him, but his production wasn't trash. You can't say it's football related. There's some it's like some other shit. You know what I mean? I don't know if the bravado is rubbing people the wrong way, but it's okay to have bravado. Like who grabbed they nuts when they got drafted? What quarterback? You know what I mean? There's a lot of shit out there make you question shit. All right, let's continue on further, man. We coming down to our last guy, man. We grabbed the linebacker, Cody Linderberg. And I heard, and a lot of people saying this was a great pick. I heard, you know what? Yeah, let me play this, man. Let's go. Linebacker, let's go.
Cody Lindenberg, selected by the Las Vegas Raiders with the 222nd overall pick in the 7th round of the 2025 NFL Draft, brings a blend of leadership, tackling prowess, and developmental potential to the team's linebacker core. Leadership and experience. At the University of Minnesota, Lindenberg served as a team captain and the defensive green dot player, responsible for on-field play calling and adjustments. His leadership was instrumental in guiding the Golden Gophers' defense. In the 2024 season, he led the team with 94 tackles, adding 5 tackles for loss, 6 pass deflections, and an interception, earning first-team All-Big Ten honors. Strengths run. Defense, Lindenberg excels at diagnosing plays and filling gaps, making him a reliable run stopper. Tackling. Known for his solid tackling technique, he consistently brings down ball carriers with authority. Football IQ. His understanding of defensive schemes and ability to read offenses contribute to his effectiveness on the field. Areas for development: pass coverage. While effective against the run, Lindenberg needs to improve his coverage skills to become a 3-down linebacker. Athleticism. His pro-day 40-yard dash time of 4.71 seconds indicates average speed, suggesting room for enhancement in agility and quickness. Fit with the Raiders. The Raiders, having lost linebackers Robert Spillane and Divine Diablo to free agency, are in need of depth at the position. Lindenberg's skill set aligns with this need, offering immediate contributions on special teams and potential development into a rotational linebacker. In summary, Cody Lindenberg brings leadership, tackling ability, and a strong football intellect to the Raiders. With focused development, he has the potential to become a valuable asset in the team's defensive rotation.
Lindenberg, he's a run stopper. He's not a coverage type dude. They said he got to work on that, bro. 4.77 40, 7th round pick is why you there. If he would have been like a 4.5, they would have messed with you. But he does bring a skill set that's needed. And what it looks like to me is in the front, linebackers included, you're stopping the run because you want these guys, you want to force them to be one-dimensional and throwing, not just throwing. You got to remember, look how many, I told you, the college level is dictating to the NFL as far as the type of quarterbacks teams are drafting. You only can draft what is available coming out of college. All these guys are dual or mobile. I ain't going to say dual threat, but they're mobile. In our division alone, we know Mahomes will take off and run on you. We know Herbert will take off and run on you. We know Bo Nix will take off and run on you. So we got teams we got to face 6 of our games out of regular season against quarterbacks that will tuck it and run. We want to make sure that does not happen. We want strong defense against the run. The reason why is this: our secondary is so long and covers so much ground and area of defense that Our interceptions should go up this year. They hands down, they should go up. Should be a lot more turnovers than we had in recent history. You know what I mean? That's one thing that really shot us in the foot is the lack of turnovers. We're trying to force turnovers now. We're trying to force you into throwing turnovers. You will not have a run game against the Raiders. Look at the front four. You will not. The quarterback is going to get pressured. The linebacker, hey, it's on. It's on and cracking. If they get this shit with the right people out there on that field, the overall aspect of what the defense is supposed to be, we're going to take away your run game. We're going to force you in the air. And that's where interceptions occur. We're going to have a lot more interceptions, bro. I just see it happening. That's just the way the shit is going to be. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Let me go ahead and bring this up real quick for the invites to mini camp. Here, let me get this up here. Oh, come on, sucker. Bam. All right. We invited. These are guys that have been invited and accepted. Utah wide receiver Dorian Singer, 6'1", 191. Colorado safety Herman Smith, 6'2", 190. Another long safety. Not saying that he's going to make, but a lot of these guys here, not a lot, but some of these guys you might find wound up on the practice squad. Just to tell the truth, these are just the invites to come to camp. No, we have not gave them a contract. SMU defensive lineman Jafari Harvey, 6'4", 251. He's an edge. He got the 251. You're gonna be an edge, not a full-time edge. One of them hybrid, like I told y'all, for the Leo. This is what he'll be brought in to compete for. Not saying he's gonna make the team, but this is what he's brought for. James Madison cornerback Jordan Taylor, 5'10", 174. Wake Forest defensive tackle Kevin Pointer, 6'1", 285. Air Force safety Camby Goff, 6'1", 215. Lamar running back Kalon Griffin, 5'10", 206. Michigan State offensive tackle Tanner Miller, 6'2", 290. See, notice the defensive tackles are all under 300. We're going hybrid. This is one thing they said Pete Carroll is known for, his hybrid defensive tackle. He went athletic defensive tackles. Everybody said he needed to gain weight. This is not what they plan on doing. They want speed. They want fast defensive tackles to get quickly into that backfield. That's how you stop runs, to get in the backfield and stop the running back before they get going. Same with sacking get back to him before he even has time to throw. Make his throws rushed or just trying to get rid of the ball for interceptions, like I said. And check out this last guy invite. East Texas A&M cornerback Kendall Paul. Kendall Paul, 5'9", 161. I looked at his size and said, why the fuck they got this little dude here? Then I seen that he ran a 4.2 340. That's right. A corner that runs a 4.2 340. This is the kind of guy to replace someone like who was it that we had that went to Detroit, free agent? God dang it. I'm forgetting his name. See, when they leave, I forget about them. God dang it. Y'all gonna say it. Y'all gonna say it in the chat. Shit. God dang it. Little short corner that played the slot for us. Now, I'm not saying this dude will be a starter, but that's a whole lot of speed to overlook. 4.2 340. That's a whole lot of speed to overlook. It could be special teams. Hey, as a corner, I'll put him in the slot. Yes, a Meek. This would be a good replacement for what a Meek brought. You know what I mean? Because Amik was what, 5'10"? 5'9"? What was Amik? Let me see. Let me see what I forgot how tall he was. Amik Robinson. Let me see what did I say? Oh man, they putting in the wrong shit. Amik Robinson, there we go. Yeah, he 5'9", 183. So this would be an Amik Robinson type corner if this dude. Well, I know he won't get beat. Won't nobody beat him at a 4-2-3. Ain't happening. So that's when you got see, and this is another thing I love. Remember how we always say the Raider way? Does this not seem like the Raider way that this is what Al Davis and them used to covet? Like the height, weight, speed type guys? And this is exactly what we went out there and got? Bruh. So, man, yeah, man, we got a lot of things to look forward to. I can't wait for the camp battles. I can't wait till the shit jump off. When we got camp, the shit jump off, I think, this weekend for the rookies. Our guys there on voluntary is there already. Yeah, bro, it's a lot to look forward to. Tomorrow, Tuesday, we'll cover the undrafteds that we did sign. We grabbed some wide receivers, quarterbacks, we linebackers. We grabbed a few things also. Now these guys were signed. What I just showed you now were invites that the players accepted to come into camp. Remember, I said you can have 90. I said, where are we going to get the 90 from? So now we're bringing guys in here to compete. We're going to find some diamonds in the rough of some of these guys. And then others, practice squad, and others might even make the 53. You never know. So, but it's going to be fun to watch this, man. Hey, shout out to all y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. Please, once again, if you have not done so, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like, man. Leave a comment. Do all that good shit. Once we hit 3,000 subs, I will be giving away a brand new TV to one lucky subscriber, man. We're on our way. We're at 2280, I think it is. So we're a little bit of ways. But hey, we got time. So tell your friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. If you're rocking with the silver and black, come over to Raiders Allegiance, man. Hey, subscribe to the channel, man, and tune in every weekday, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, right here on Raiders Allegiance, man. We're gonna have fun with it now. We got people in camp. Let's see how this shit unfold, man. For real, for real. So with that being said, man, you guys enjoy your day. Be safe. Make it back home to your loved ones, man. And did I leave anything out? No, I didn't. And with that being said, man, like I always say about this time, I'm out this bitch.